Dhanyawada Rajni Payavare. You have made a good prayer. Krishna has been teaching the method of leaving the body ultimately, but he doesn't say Yam Apismaran Bhavam Tejatente Karevarantam Tamevetikam. That is what he said. If he had said and left it at that, he wouldn't have directed us to do anything at all. But he doesn't leave us. He continues. He has asked us in the previous shloka. Say, for example, shloka 8. Abhyasa yoga yuktena chetasa nanyagamina. The man who practices constantly with unwavering mind will come to me. Param Purusham Divyam Upaiti Chadyam Parthanuchinte. He who thinks of me will come to me, he said. And he asked everybody who has come to Bhagavad Gita to remember the cosmic consciousness with certain qualities, he said. Kavim Puranam Anushasitaram Anorniyam Samanusmaredhya Sarvasya Datar Machinte Rupam Adityavarnam Tamasat Parasta. Remember that cosmic consciousness which has all these qualities. That I think we stopped at the shloka. Am I right? Right? Yeah.
You have to start 11, Gurugal.
Yeah. Yes. And also he said, at the time of departure from the body, Prayana Kale Manasacharena Bhaktiyayukto Yoga Valencheva. With a great devotion and also the power of yoga which has come to each one of us with constant practice. Bhruvo or Madhye Pranamamesha Sanmet. Control your prana, established between Bhru Madhye, and just leave the body. That's what Krishna is asking Arjuna to do and to us also. And we go to the next shloka, the 11th one, which you have to do. Yadaksharam Veda Vido Vadanti Vishanti Yadyatayo Vitaragaha Yadichanto Brahmacharyam Charanti Tatte Padam Sangrahena Prochi. What Krishna is going to tell is not an ordinary thing. Yadaksharam Veda Vido Vadanti. Veda Vidas say that it is Akshara that you are reaching, that which doesn't perish at all. Yadaksharam Veda Vido Vadanti. People of having practical knowledge of say Akshara for the Chaitanya. Yadichanto Yadaksharam Veda Vido Vadanti Vishanti Yadyatayo Vitaragaha. Those great signs merge back into that cosmic consciousness, overcoming all their raga, dvesha, etc. Vitaragaha Yadichanto Brahmacharyan Charanti. Having desire to get this condition of moksha, people do lifetime penance. Yadichanto Brahmacharyam Charanti. Brahmacharya doesn't mean not to be get married. Not at all. To have an idea that we must reach ultimate cosmic consciousness, Brahma, that is Brahmacharya, thinking of him. Yadichanto Brahmacharyam Charanti Tatte Padam Sangrahena Prochi. That one I will tell you in short. Tatte Padam, that state, I will tell you in Sangrahena, he says. In short, I will tell you. I will tell you what he has told us what to do, what not to do, etc. And now he is telling you what is the thing that you ultimately have to do. In short, Krishna wants to tell Arjuna and to us. Yadaksharam Veda Vido Vadanti Vishanti Yadyatayo Vitaragaha. Vitaraga, those who have controlled their desires and anger and everything, get into that state. Yadichanto brahmacharyam charanti. Those tapasvis who do the tapas, having an idea to reach that goal, tatte padam sangrahena pravakshe. I will tell you about that status in short, that condition in short, that cosmic consciousness in short, I will tell you. This is the beginning of what he has to say ultimately to Arjuna and to each one of us listening to him. I think we can recite. Yadaksharam Veda Vido Vadanti
Yadaksharam Vedavido Vidanti
Vishanti Yadyatayo Vitaragaha
Vishanti Yadyattayo Vitaragaha
Yadichanto Brahmacharyam Charanti
Yadichanto Brahmacharyam Charanti
Tatte Padam Sangrahena Pravakshe
Tatte Padam Sangrahena Pravakshe
Yadaksharam Veda Vido Vadanti
Yadaksharam Vedavido Vidanti
Vishanti Yadyatayo Vitaragaha
Vishanti Yadyattayo Vitaragaha
Yadichanto Brahmacharyam Charanti
Yadichanto Brahmacharyam Charanti
Tatte Padam Sangrahena Pravakshe.
Tatte Padam Sangrahena Pravakshe.
So in the next two shlokas, they are together in your book, I hope. He tells Arjuna and to every listener of Bhagavad Gita what ultimately they have to do at the time of leaving the body. Sarvadvarani samyamya manohrudi nirudhyacha murdhyadai atmana pranam astito yogadharanam. Control all your indriyas and manas. Be like a yogi. And then Om Ityekaksharam Brahman Vyaharan Ma Manasmaran. Saying Om, which is Akshara Brahma, Om Ityekaksharam Brahman. Om is, he said many times, I have drawn your attention. Om is not you are reciting God. Om itself is that cosmic consciousness. So he says, Om Ityekaksharam Brahman Vyaharan Ma Manasmaran. Repeating this Omkara and remembering me. Yah prayati chedan deham. He who leaves this body, sayati paramam gatim. He will reach that highest state. Sayati paramam gatim. Highest state is Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana, or Paramatma Jnana, whatever you would like to call, not the limited self which is going through the birth and death cycle. And he will be relieved from that. Sarvadvarani samyam, controlling all the dwaras. We have seen a shloka. We are living in a 9-gated house in the earlier 7th chapter shloka. Navadvare pure dehi. We are all in a body. I said maybe you are living in a one house, but you are living in a rented body. This is an agreement of, say for example, 100 years. You may live in it or you may not live in it. First 100 years, that is what we generally consider. Shatamanam bhavati. That's the maximum that we can think of. But anywhere between it can happen. So this body, sarvadvarani samyamya, all the dwaras controlling. Navadvara, I told you, 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, 1 mouth, down to. Altogether 9. Sarvadvarani samyamya, controlling the entire body system. Manohrudi nirudhyacha, having mind in the heart. Hridaya we say. And then Murdhyadaya Atmana Pranam Astito Yogadharan. With full control over the self, establish Atman. This place he said many times to us, where we consider there is third eye, controlling there. Om Ityekaksharam Brahman Vyaharan. Saying Om, remembering God. Yaprayati tajan deham. Who leaves the body with Omkara? Sayati paramam gatim. He will get the paramagati. We have been given a picture that paramagati is possible only when we say when he says sannyasi. This is what is Krishna telling to Arjuna, who is not a sannyasi, who is a warrior. So in Bhagavad Gita, it is not what you are important, how you are is more important. How you have taken life is more important, what dress you are wearing, where you are sitting, and so on. Krishna has given us a direction to do our jobs wherever we are. If he did not allow Arjuna to run away, and he won't allow us also to run away from where we are. Therefore, there also it is possible according to Krishna. He is advising it to Arjuna in the war field. Every second he faces death till the war is over. Maybe he will be killed, as he said, Yadiva Jayava, Yadiva no Jayo. In the second chapter, he said, we do not know whether they are going to win, whether we are going to win, why should I fight the war? So war is always having a risk of losing oneself. For such a man, Krishna is advising, that is to be remembered. So we have been given a picture that there are certain people who have seen that and they are only advising you. You may not come here in this life, but when you are a sannyasi, you are come. Krishna's sannyasa we saw is different. The total detachment that you have got for all the jobs that you do is the absolute detachment Krishna has been telling us. Do it like yajna. Do it like yajna. Offer it back to God. Be absolutely relaxed. No worry whatsoever about after offering your jobs to Krishna. You must be relaxed. So he is saying so. You must not be under the impression that it may not be for us. It could be for anyone. Not always the highest educated or known, only man who knows Vedas. Anybody who is sincere in life can achieve this state. Sarvodvarani samyamya manohridi niruddhita. Controlling every dwara, doors of the body. There are 9 doors which he said earlier. Manohridi niruddhita, establishing mind in the heart. Murdhyadaya atmana pranam, concentrating on this part, establishing your prana in this part of the body. Astito yoga dharanam, having sat in a condition of yoga. Om ityeka akshara. Underline these 2 shlokas. Om ityeka aksharam brahman vyaharan. Try to say Om, as I gave you the example of who is the example I gave you about father of our writer. You are mute, Swati. You don't have an unmute button, probably. Yeah, it's okay. I will remember the name later. I will tell you. So, having done that, leave the body, and then you will reach me. These 2 are the final shlokas, final advice Krishna gives Arjuna to reach this condition that is called mukti. These are the, at least if you cannot, but shloka from Kavim Purana, Manusha Sitaram up to this one, that is to say up to 13, can be recited every day by those who are willing to know this. Kavim Purana, Manusha Sitaram, Manoraniyam, Samanusmaredhya, Sarvasya Dataram Achintya Rupam, Adityavarnam Tamasah Parastat, Prayanakale Manasachalena, Bhaktya Yoga Balena Chaiva, Dhruor Madhye Pranam Aveshya Samyak, Satam Param Purusham Upaiti Divyam, Yadaksharam Veda Vido Vadanti, Vishanti Yadyatyo Vitaragaha, Edichanto Brahmacharim Charanti, Tate Padam, Sangrahena Pravakshe, सर्वद्वाराणि संयम्य मनोहृदि निरुद्य च मूर्ध्यादाय आत्मप्राणम् आस्थितो योगधारणम् ओमित्येकाक्षरं ब्रह्मन् व्याहरन् मां मनुस्मरन् यः प्रयाति त्यजन् देहं स याति परमां गतिम्. This could be remembered at the time of leaving the body. Anyway, I have seen many people know that they are going. It is not unusual. After this chapter, you will get an opportunity to speak about your persons you have seen who could remember God before they departed. Maybe some told you to do certain thing, certain puja in some place. Maybe they remembered, they saw Krishna is coming at the time of departure and so on and so forth. You will have an experience. It doesn't, this moksha is not the property of those who take sannyas. Those who are in the world also can be of that level. That is what Krishna is telling to Arjuna. So, if you can recite these shlokas every day, that will be handy for us at the time of departure. That is yoga. The person I was mentioning was Krishna Shastri. His father said, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. And tapering, he just simply left the body. That is the thing. And here he says, say Om, remember me, just leave the body. And you will be back in me. That is the highest. That is the end of the cycle of birth and death according to our culture. I think we can recite both the shlokas. Sarvadvarani samyamya
सर्वद्वाराणि संयम्य
manohridi nirudya cha
मनोहृदि निरुध्य च
मूर्ध्यादायात्मनः प्राणम्
मूर्ध्याधायात्मनः प्राणम्
आस्थितो योगधारणम्
आस्थितो योगधारणम्
सर्वद्वाराणि संयम्य
सर्वद्वाराणि संयम्य
मनोहृदि निरुध्य च
मनोहृदि निरुध्य च
मूर्ध्यादायात्मनः प्राणम्
मूर्ध्याधायात्मनः प्राणम्
आस्थितो योगधारणम्
आस्थितो योगधारणाम्
ओमित्येकाक्षरं ब्रह्मन्
ओमित्येकाक्षरं ब्रह्म
व्याहरन् मामनुस्मरन्
व्याहरन् मामनुस्मरन्
यः प्रयाति त्यजन् देहम्
यः प्रयाति त्यजन् देहं
स याति परमां गतिम्
स याति परमां गतिम्
ओमित्येकाक्षरं ब्रह्म
ओमित्येकाक्षरं ब्रह्म
व्याहरन् मामनुस्मरन्
व्याहरन् मामनुस्मरन्
यः प्रयाति त्यजन् देहम्
यः प्रयाति त्यजन् देहं
स याति परमां गतिम्.
स याति परमां गतिम्.
This is the secret which Krishna has been telling to Arjuna, how to leave the body at the end of the life. So he will change the subject. No, then the next few shlokas are associated. Ananya cheta satatam yomam smarti nityasah tasyaham sulbha partha nityuktasya yoginah. He told this earlier in the fourth or fifth shloka of this chapter. What is that? Pump and pray, I told you. Ma manusmara yuddhya tasmat sarveshu kaleshu ma manusmara yuddhya. You have underlined. Therefore, at every time, remember me and fight, he said. And he is again saying, why does Krishna repeat certain things? Krishna is a Jagat Guru. He is the greatest teacher that we can think of. He is not only teaching the highest intelligent human beings who can understand by one recitation, but he is also teaching a student like me and you who need many times to understand certain points to be told. Therefore, Ananya Cheta Satatam Yoma Smarati Nityasaha. One who remembers me with all concentration continuously, Tasyaham Sulabha Partha. I am easy to reach Partha for that man who always remembers me. Tasyaham Sulabha Partha Nityayuktasya yoginah. Remembering me every day, Nityayukta, he says, continuously remembering. He calls him yogi. That yogi who remembers me every day, I am easy to reach. It is not impossible to reach God. It is that simplicity that we must have, which Krishna has been saying us. In the previous two shlokas, he said what to do at all. Om ityekaksharam brahman vyaharan ma manuswaran yaprayati tajan deham sayati paramamgati. Say Om and leave the body. The second shloka of that is the shloka number 18. So he continued, he says, Ananya Cheta Satatam, one who has mind over me continuously. Yomam Smarati Nityashaha, he who remembers me every time. Tasyaham Sulabha Partha, I am easy for him, I am reachable for him. Tasyaham Sulabha Partha, Nityayuktasya Yogina. What is that man Krishna calls? He is a yogi, Nityayukta, remembering me every time. One who has a mind that sees no other, who remembers me constantly, for that yogi who is always united with me, I am easily gained. I am accessible to anyone who remembers me. More so at the time of leaving the body. At the time of leaving the body. So that is the simple trick. Then what should we do? Ma manusmara yudhyacha, he said earlier. Every time you do some job, remember him and do it. That will make us really great according to Krishna, according to Bhagavad Gita. Ananya cheta satam yomam smarati nityasaha. Ananya cheta with concentrated chetas, manas. Yomam smarati nityasaha. He who remembers me continuously. Tasyaham sulabha partha. I am easy to him partha. Nityayuktasya yoginaha. The yogi, Nityayukta, that is continuously remembering yogi, I am easily accessible. So that is what the Krishna telling to Arjuna and to each listener of Bhagavad Gita. This is exactly the reason why I say, even if you listen 1,000 Upanyasa on Bhagavad Gita, you may not know what is the point Krishna has told to me and you unless we read every shloka trying to reflect the meaning of it. They say only reading also is good. Read Bhagavad Gita every day, even doesn't matter whether you don't understand. Every religion says that. But Krishna says, understand and read and practice, you will get it. Not only you read Gita, you try to reflect over the meaning of each shloka. Not only you try to reflect on each shloka, you try to put it into practice in your own humble way. Humble way. And that is where he says, simple people can reach me also. Tasyaham sulbha partha nityayuktasya yogina. I am easy for them who are constantly remembering me. He says, I think we can recite. Ananya cheta satatam
Ananyachetaha satatam
yomam smarati nityashaha
yo mam smarati nityashaha
tasyaham sulabha partha
tasyaham sulabha partha
nityayuktasya yoginaha.
nityayuktasya yoginaha
Ananya cheta satatam
ananyachetaha satatam
yomam smarati nityashaha
yo mam smarati nityashaha
tasyaham sulabha partha
tasyaham sulabha partha
nityayuktasya yoginaha.
nityayuktasya yoginaha.
He has said many times and he is repeating the same one in the next shloka. Mamupetya punarjanma dukkale mashashvatam napnunti mahatmanam samsiddhim paramagam gata. Having come to me, you will be not having any punarjanma. Mamupetya punarjanma and punarjanma dukkalaya mashashvatam. The world we are living in is always considered by our great spiritual leaders as a Dukkalaya. This is a mixed bag that we are in. We have certain sorrows and certain joys. We don't know what is permanent. We don't know what is long lasting, or we don't know what is temporary. We go after all desires where we went somewhere without knowing what we are ultimately. If that shouldn't happen, we have to have a good idea. Mamupetya punarjanma dukkalem ashashmatam napnuvanti. Underline this shloka. This is the ultimate thing that Krishna says. When you come to me, you will be going out of this ashashvata dukkalaya. Mamupetya punarjanma dukkalem ashashvatam. I think you can catch those two things, those two words. Dukkalayam ashashvatam. The first line, last part. Dukkalayam ashashvatam. Samsara is not always a happy thing. It's a mixed bag, happiness and sorrows. Go beyond that is to know Krishna. Then happiness and sorrows do not mean much for us. They go on facing the situation that comes in life. It has come. It's your duty to face it. And a joy is there. Humbly accept it as a grace of God. Sorrow is there. Humbly accept grace as a grace of God and pray Him to how to face. Ultimately, if you can remember this Krishna before you depart the body, saying Om Ityeka Aksharam Brahman Vyaharan Ma Manusmaran, remembering me, if you remember, you will be going out of this birth and death cycle. Mamupetya punarjanma dukkalem ashashvatam napnuvanti. That is the full sentence for this. Napnuvanti is the first word of the second line of that shloka. Mahatmanah samsiddhim paramamgataha. For him, they have reached the ultimate. That is the end of the cycle of birth and death according to the concept of Indian philosophy, whether it is Jainism, Buddhism, or Hinduism. This point of death shows a man his greatness. Here at least he gives a beautiful training as to what to do at the time of death. But on that day, we can remember it only at the time of that. We don't have to practice anything if you say. Even then, it may not be possible to remember. As I told you in the story of Ramakrishna Govinda. He named after the children, after the Ramakrishna and Govinda, but he could not remember it because that was not due to him. He never did it. So only those who can come will get it. Mamupetya punarjanma dukkalayam ashashvatam napnuvanti mahatmana. For those Mahatmas, this dukkalaya ashashvata will not be there. Samsiddhim paramamgataha. They will reach the highest siddhi which is told. This is Atmajnana, Brahmajnana, Sthisaprajnatva, or whatever you call. In our own simple way, we can realize these things. There is one question generally asked. After completing the Bhagavad Gita course, will there be a certificate for us to hang on the wall? Usually when we attend any of the courses, that is the question asked. What will you get after that? When you have come to Bhagavad Gita, you will get a self-certificate at the end. You are confident, peaceful, how to place the world, you know. That certificate is more than what you hang on the wall. This man is a great man. He has completed with distinction the Bhagavad Gita course. No, this man is a great man who has understood Bhagavad Gita well and lives according to it a simple life. Mamupetya punarjanma dukkalayam ashashvatam napnuvanti mahatmanaha. For those great people, this dukkalaya, ashashvata dukkalaya will not be there after leaving their body. They will get samsiddhi, paramamgatam, highest ultimate success they will have in reaching the moksha. I think we can recite. Mamupetya punarjanma
मामुपेत्य पुनर्जन्म
दुःखालयमशाश्वतम्
दुःखालयमशाश्वतम्
नाप्नुवन्ति महात्मानः
नाप्नुवन्ति महात्मानः
संसिद्धिं परमां गताः
संसिद्धिं परमां गताः
मामुपेत्य पुनर्जन्म
मामुपेत्य पुनर्जन्म
दुःखालयमशाश्वतम्
दुःखालयमशाश्वतम्
नाप्नुवन्ति महात्मानः
नाप्नुवन्ति महात्मानः
संसिद्धिं परमां गताः.
संसिद्धिं परमां गताः.
And another secret Krishna tells Arjuna and to us in this on this topic, Abrahma Bhuvanaaloka Punaravarti Norjuna. We will come to this again in the next chapter also. There are 14 lokas that we have got the concept. Some are 7 high and 7 low. There are 14 Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Papala, and Patala, and so on. Om Bhuhu, Bhuva, Suha, Ityadi, we say a lot. Starting from Brahmaloka, all other lokas are Punaravarti Norjuna. Will come back. Even if you go to Sarga, when all the good that you have done is over, you have to come back to earth. Even if you go to Naraka for doing something bad, when you get the just punishment for your act, the punishment is over, you will come back here. A practical example, we have been committed to jail for a certain period. When the term is over, we have to come back. I also gave you the example that you go and stay in a star hotel, wherein you are looked after so beautifully because you pay them for everything. And when your money is over, they will keep your bag and baggages out from the hotel because your thing is over. So starting from Brahmaloka, every loka is like this. And whatever you have achieved is there, you will be there. But Mamupretya to Kaunteya Punarjanma Namit, underline that. Having reached me, you will not be reborn. Having reached me, as I said earlier, Omityeka Aksharam Brahman Vyaharan Mamanuswaram Yaprayati Tejam Dham Swayati Paramam Gati. If a man could manage this one saying Om, if he can leave the body, Mamupetyatu Kaunteya Punarjanma Navidyate. Underline this, Mamupetyatu Kaunteya Punarjanma Navidyate. Again, repeatedly Krishna has been telling us. Many times he says this one. Come to me, sir, we are not that high. At least we can do a sadhana of reading Gita every day. Put it simple, in your simple way, trying to practice it. We are not in a hurry at all. We are on the way. All those who are on the way will reach the goal. That's what I said earlier. Those who go on aeroplanes will reach faster. Those who go on train will take more time. Those who go on cars will take still more time. Those who go on bicycle will need more time than the others. Those who walk need a lot of time. All of them are going towards the goal and they all will be reaching it. Therefore, Brahma Bhuvana Loka Punaravarti Norjuna. Starting from Brahma Loka, every Loka, even if you go, you have to come back. Come back. Therefore, Mamupetya Punarjanma, Mamupetya to Kaunteya Punarjanma Navidyate. Arjuna, Kaunteya he calls Arjuna in this sloka. Don't get into confusion with the words that he used for Arjuna. Arjuna, Mamupetya Punarjanma Navidyate. Having reached me, you will not be reborn. What a confidence Krishna is giving Arjuna in the warfield. When you reach me, you will not have any rebirth. Even after killing many lakhs of people in the war. If he is fighting for dharma, it is his duty as a kshatriya, as a king, to fight the war. No papa whatsoever have, if he can remember Krishna and leave his body, he says, you will not be having punarjanma. Mamupetya tu kaunteya punarjanma navidyate. That's a great line. You can take it into your hearts. Certain lines are there in Bhagavad Gita. You must repeatedly go through them so that will be yours. Mamupetya tu kaunteya punarjanma navidyate. Having reached me, you will not be reborn, Arjuna. Beautiful way. That's why we call Bhagavad Gita, Gita Mata. Like a mother, Krishna is telling Arjuna and to me and you. Mamupetya kaunteya punarjanma navidyate. Otherwise, Abrahmabhuna alloka punaravartino Arjuna. Starting from Brahmaloka, every loka is only temporary. That is, you can be there for some 100 years, 1,000 years, million years. Whenever your merit is over, you have to come back to this loka. When you can remember this cosmic consciousness and leave the body, Krishna is the cosmic consciousness here, speaking in the form of Krishna, having a beautiful form before us. And therefore he says, Mamupetya tu kaunteya punarjanma navidyate. Having reached me, you will not be born again. That is what happens. Abrahmabhuvana loka punaravartino. Earlier he said, starting from Brahmaloka, I told you there are 14 lokas that people thought of in our Shastras. And when we look at the sky on a clear day, sometimes in the day, sometimes at the night, and so on, you can think life could be there in many solar systems like ours. It may not be possible for us to reach at all because of the distance. Sun's light takes 1.5 minutes to reach Earth, I am told. That is, the time taken by light to reach a point is called Jyotir. What's it called? That's the way in which we Jyotirvarsha. So how many years light takes to reach Earth? So we have to decide that. And when we look at the sky, the nearest solar system, I said, needs 100 years to reach if you travel at the speed of light. And what would happen if a man goes on a rocket and reaches and comes back? By the time he comes back, 200 years will have been over on Earth. Nobody will be there when he started the journey. So there are certain beautiful concepts about those things. We are not much concerned about it. So what he says is, Brahma Bhuna Loka Punaravartino. Starting from Brahmaloka, all lokas are not permanent. They have to be taken Punaravartana. Come and go will be there. Mamupetya tu kaunteya punarjanma navidyate. After having reached me, you will not be born again. That is the beautiful thing Krishna is telling to Arjuna and to each listener of Bhagavad Gita. Let's recite. Abrahma bhuvana lokaha
Abrahmabhuvana lokaha
punaravartino Arjuna
punararvartinorjuna
mamupetya tu kaunteya
mamupetya tu kaunteya
punarjanmana vidyate.
punarjanmana vidyate.
Abrahma bhuvana lokaha
Abrahmabhuvana lokaha
punaravartino Arjuna
punararvartinorjuna
mamupetya tu kaunteya
mamupetya tu kaunteya
punarjanmana vidyate.
punarjanmana vidyate.
And having said that, he is giving another interesting thing, the concept of time. Sahasra Yoga Paryantam Aharyat Brahmano Viduhu. We say Brahma is the Srishtikarta Vishnu is the protector, Shiva is the Layakarta. The three jobs are divided into three parts of gods. And I told you about the monoactive. When Srishti is doing, it is the job of Brahma. When maintenance, it is job of Vishnu. When taking away whoever completes the age, it's the job of Shiva. Ultimately, one and the same person will be there. Only one God is there. Sahasra Yuga Paryantam Aharyat Brahmano Viduhu. Brahma's one day is 1000 yugas. 1000 Chatur yugas. Kali Yuga, Trita Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, we have concept of 4 yugas. Each yuga will have many lakhs of years, according to the calculation of the Bhagavata and other books. So, 1000 Chatur yugas, 4 yugas, 1000 when they happen, Brahma's one night. Sahasra Yoga Paryantam Aharyat Brahmano Vidu. Brahma's day consists of 1000 Chatur yugas. 1000 Chatur yugas make Brahma's one day. Sir, how to think of this? It's very simple. We expect to live for 100 years. That is one life for us. Full life is 100 years. A mosquito will live only for 4 days from laying of the eggs till it dies. For it is one life. Cows and other animals live only for 20-25 years. I told you in the chapter 6, how long we breathe will decide the longevity of our life. So they live for 30 years. So Brahma one day is 1000 Chatur yugas. 4 yugas, 1000 times when they repeat, Brahma will have a day of that long. And also, same is the night. Another 1000 Chatur yugas will make Brahma's one night. So Brahma's day, Brahma Bhuna Loka Pnotachanda, Sahasra Yuga Paryantam Aharyat Brahmano Viduhu. This Srishtikarta Brahma's one day is 1000 Chatur yugas. And also, Ratri Yuga Sahasrantam. Same is the Ratri for Brahma. 1000 Chatur yugas again, one night for Brahma. So Brahma's 24 hours is equal to 2000 Chatur yugas of our calculation. Hope I am making sensible here. That is the calculation given in the Shastras. Brahma is also a limited life, except this cosmic consciousness which is permanent. Even the gods have their own time according to this shloka. Brahma has 100 years, but his 100 years is not like our 100 years. His 100 years are 1000 Chatur yugas one day, 1000 Chatur yugas one night, like that 100 years. That is Brahma's one day. Brahma's 100 years. So Purna life of Brahma will be 100 years like that. So he is giving us an interesting calculation. Sahasra Yoga Paryantam Aharyat Brahmano Vidaho. Brahma's one day will be consisting of 4 Chatur yugas. 1004 Chatur yugas. Ratri Yuga Sahasranta. Same is the case with the night. Ratri Yuga Sahasranta. Te Ahoratru Vidojana. This is the measurement done by the Shastrakaras. Those who think of the universe say like this, that is what is said. Those people who know about the day and night know that a day of Brahma consists of 1000 yugas, and the night of Brahma also consists of 1000 Chatur yugas. 1000 Chatur yugas. That is the one day of Brahma, according to those who speak of time. Krishna has a different thing. Just listening this one, he will give you wonderful um, relief at the end of this. We can recite this shloka. Sahasra yuga paryantam
सहस्रयुगपर्यन्तम्
aharyat brahmano viduhu
अहर्यद्ब्रह्मणो विदुः
ratri yuga sahasrantam
रात्रिं युगसहस्रान्तां
te ahoratra vido janah.
ते अहोरात्रविदो जनाः
Sahasra yuga paryantam
सहस्रयुगपर्यन्तम्
aharyat brahmano viduhu
अहर्यद्ब्रह्मणो विदुः
ratri yuga sahasrantam
रात्रियुगसहस्रान्तां
te ahoratra vido janah.
ते अहोरात्रविदो जनाः